Welcome back to my channel. If you're here, thank you for joining me today as we dive into a very serious topic that's been on the minds of many curious viewers and investigators alike. Have you ever stopped to think about how our thirst for mystery can sometimes turn tragic stories into mere entertainment? Today, I want to share why I decided to pull the plug on an otherwise captivating documentary series about Elisa Lam's mysterious disappearance. I intro 30 seconds. Hey everyone, this is, and today's video is something that has been gnawing at me for a while. The Elisa Lam documentary has sparked intense debate and curiosity across social media, but as I watched it unfold, there was one moment that made my blood run cold. It wasn't just the content, it was how this tragedy was being treated like some kind of horror movie. And so, today, I want to share why I stopped watching and what you need to know about the ethics behind these kinds of documentaries. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right now if you're interested in diving deeper into the story. Story main content. Let me set the scene for you. It's a chilly night at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. Elisa Lam, a young Canadian student traveling alone, has just vanished without a trace. Her last known movements are captured on CCTV, and what we see is unsettling to say the least. She seems lost, confused, and her actions become increasingly bizarre. The hotel staff notice and report their concerns, but it's too late. Elisa's body is found days later in an elevator water tank. Now, let's fast forward a few years. At first glance, it seems like a compelling story, a tragedy waiting to be told. But as I watched episode after episode, something felt deeply wrong. The producers brought in a whole cast of YouTubers and web sleuths who were practically jumping with excitement at every turn. Imagine this. These so-called investigators are retracing Elisa's steps through the hotel corridors, giggling like they're on a scavenger hunt for clues. They're not just speculating, they're outright suggesting that Elisa was murdered or sexually assaulted, purely based on their gut feelings and nothing more. It's as if they're trying to make this story fit into some preconceived narrative of horror. One particularly disturbing moment came when a web sleuth broke down in tears during the documentary. He claimed he felt like he had lost a sister, a friend, someone close to him. But let's be clear, Elisa Lam wasn't his friend or family member. She was just a name on a news headline. By including himself in this story, he's trivializing her loss and exploiting it for personal gain. The documentary is filled with footage of these YouTubers staying at the hotel, visiting the exact same spots where Elisa spent her final moments. They're not there to honor her memory. They're there to capitalize on a tragic event that happened years ago. And it's this very exploitation that makes me cringe every time I watch. But here's the real kicker. The documentary isn't just about solving the mystery, it's also meant to critique how online sleuthing can warp reality and sensationalize tragedy. Yet, in doing so, it ends up validating exactly what it sets out to criticize. These YouTubers and web sleuths are given a platform to spread their theories unchecked, often without any real evidence or expertise. The producers of this documentary claim that by exposing the flaws in online sleuthing, they're educating viewers. But is that really the case? Or are they just creating another sensationalist piece of content that further distorts the truth? When I think about Elisa Lam's family and friends who are waiting for answers, it feels like a punch to the gut. Their search for closure has been turned into a spectacle, with these self-proclaimed sleuths calling the shots. So what would you do if someone took your loved one's story and turned it into a sideshow? Would you feel validated or violated? It's moments like these that make me question everything I watch. Is there ever a right way to tell a tragic story without turning it into entertainment? Can we balance our need for mystery with the respect due to those affected by real-life tragedies? Outro 30 seconds. Will we continue to consume these types of stories, or will we start demanding more from our entertainment? If you're as disturbed as I am about how tragedy is being portrayed in media, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one that challenge us to think critically and empathetically. Until next time, stay curious but always compassionate. Thank you for watching.